You don't say it anymore, but I hear it loud and clear. You sit across the room from me, like I'm someone you outgrew. Eyes that used to hold me close, now just look right through. Every word feels out of place, every silence cuts too deep. We're talking less with every day, but saying more we couldn't keep. You don't fight, you don't cry, you just let it fade away. Your silence screams louder than words, every quiet moment hurts. All the things you'll never say echo in me anyway. You don't have to say goodbye, I can see it in your eyes. We're breaking without a sound. Your silence is tearing us down. Like the world was ours to take. Now we're standing on the edge of a love we couldn't save. You don't reach for me at night like you used to when you cared. And now the space between our hearts feels too heavy to repair. No more anger, no more truth, just a distance we can't lose. Your silence screams louder than words, every quiet moment hurts. All the things you'll never say echo in me anyway. You don't have to say goodbye, I can see it in your eyes. We're breaking without a sound. Your silence is tearing us down. Maybe quiet is your way to leave, maybe I just stay too long. You don't need to close the door when I already know you're gone. I hear you fading without a sound. Love is breaking while no words are spoken now. Your silence screams louder than words, like my fix slowly hurts. All the love we couldn't save haunts me in the quiet space. You don't have to say goodbye, I already said mine. We were lost but never found. Your silence is all that's left now. You don't say it anymore, but I hear everything. I remember how it started, soft as rain, warm and honest. We were everything we needed. Now it's silence where your heart is. We were fire in the cold nights, burning bright, we couldn't stop it. Every word felt like forever, every touch felt so melodic. But the flames turned into ashes, and the warmth became too much. We were holding on to nothing, still afraid to lose our touch. We kept saying we were fine while we slowly fell apart. We loved until it hurt too much, held up, and when it got too rough, every tear we tried to hide was the truth we couldn't fight. We stayed when we should give up, hearts broke, but we called it love. Now I'm lost in what we were. We loved until it hurt too much. You would look but never see me. I would speak, you never heard. We were dancing with our shadows, trying not to face the hurt. All the nights we stayed pretending we were stronger than the cracks, but the truth was in the distance, and we never made it back. We kept lying to ourselves just to keep each other close. We loved until it hurt too much, held on when it got too rough. Every tear we tried to hide was a truth we couldn't fight. We stayed when we should give up, hearts broke, but we called it love. Now I'm lost in what we were. We loved until it hurt too much. Maybe love is knowing when to go. Maybe pain is all we had to show. We were brave but not enough to leave. Now you're gone and I still can't breathe. Ooh, we tried. Too much. I remember how it started. Now I'm learning how to forget. We were everything once starring. Now you're just my biggest regret. The door closed, but I didn't move. Your echo stayed longer than you. Your coffee cup is where you left it, lipstick fading on the rim. I keep staring like you're walking, like this isn't really the end. Your jacket's hanging by the doorway, like it's waiting just like me. Every corner of this silence still sounds like it used to be. I keep living in the moment right before you walked away. I stay long after you left, in the ghost of what we had, talking to your memory like it's all I've got instead. I couldn't let the story end, so I replayed it in my head. You moved on without a trace. I stayed long after you left. I still sleep on your side sometimes, like it might bring back your warmth. But but the nights just feel much colder now that you're not here at all. I read messages you sent me like they haven't lost their truth, but the words don't feel the same now, knowing I've been losing you. I kept hoping you'd come back, even when I knew you wouldn't. I stayed long after you left, in the ghost of what we had, talking to your memory like it's all I've got instead. I couldn't let the story end, so I replayed it in my head. You moved on without a trace. I stayed long after you left. Maybe I was scared of empty space. Maybe I just didn't know my place. Without your voice, without your light, I didn't know how to say goodbye. Ooh, I stayed behind. Ooh, lost in time. Ooh, you were gone, but I kept holding on. I stayed long after you left, even when there's nothing left, holding on to broken scenes that only live inside of me. I try to keep you here somehow, but I'm the only one here now. You found a way to escape. I stayed long after you left. The door closed. Now I understand. You were gone before it slammed. We said time would make it better, but time just changed the pain. You found peace in letting go. I found pieces on the floor. You moved on like nothing happened. I kept knocking on closed doors. Every step you took was forward, every step I took was back. You were learning how to live again. I was learning what we lacked. Same goodbye, different scars. Same ending, different hearts. Hearts don't heal the same way. Yours found light, mine stayed gray. You let go, I held on, even when I knew you were gone. We both walked a different road, carried love in different modes. Now I'm lost inside the pain. Hearts don't heal the same way. You can laugh without remembering. I still hear you in my sleep. You erased what we once promised. I still have what I can't keep. You replaced the empty spaces. I just learned to live with them. You found someone new to hold you. I just trace your name again. Same old love, different ends. You found closure, I pretend. Hearts don't heal the same way. Yours moved on, mine still stayed. You found hope in something new. I still break remembering you. We both tried to be okay, but we healed in separate ways. Now I'm drowning in the rain. Hearts don't heal the same way. Maybe I just loved you deeper. Maybe you just let it go. Maybe I was never ready to be someone you outgrow. Ooh, you found your peace. Ooh, I lost mine. Ooh, saying goodbye. Different ways we survive. Hearts don't heal the same way. Yours moved on, mine still stays. You found love, I found regret. You forgot, I can't forget. We were fire, now just smoke. You let go, I just broke. Now I'm learning through the pain. Hearts don't heal the same way. We said time would make it better, but it only chose your side. You painted dreams in golden lights, said we'd never fade away. Every promise felt so certain, like forever had a name. You held my hands like you meant it, looked at me like I was home. Now I'm standing in the silence, learning how to be alone. You built a world I believed in, then you let it fall apart. You promised forever, then disappeared, left me drowning in all these tears. Every word that you once said still echoes inside my head. You walked away without a sound, left my heart on broken ground. Now I'm lost in all we shared. You promised forever, then disappear. I still replay our conversations like they're frozen in my mind, trying hard to find a reason for the way you left me behind. You were everything I trusted, now you're everything I doubt. How can love feel so real, then just vanish without a sound? You left without a warning, like I never meant a thing. You promised forever, then disappeared, left me drowning in all these tears. Every word that you once said still echoes inside my head. You walked away without a sound, left my heart on broken ground. Now I'm lost in all we shared. You promised forever, then disappear. Maybe forever was just a lie, something beautiful you said that night. Maybe I was too blind to see forever never meant you and me. Oh, you were gone, now just fades without a trace. You walked away, didn't look back, left my world in shades of black. Now there's nothing left to hear. You promised forever, then disappeared. You said forever, but forever was never here. We didn't break, we just faded. You stopped calling late at night, said you needed space, not fights. But silence grew between the lines, like shadows swallowing the light. I kept waiting for your voice, like I still had a choice. But love don't scream when it dies, it disappears without a noise. No goodbye, no last embrace, just an empty, quiet place. I lost you quietly. No shattered glass, no screaming scene, just a whisper in between what we were and what will never be. You slipped away from me like a ghost I couldn't see. Now all that's left inside of me is how I lost you quietly. Your side of the bed still cold, but your memory feels so close. I hear you laugh in empty rooms, but it fades before I know. We used to burn like fire, now it's smoke I can't hold. And I'm standing in the ashes of a love that just let go. No final words, no warning sign, just your absence over time. I lost you quietly. No shattered glass, no screaming scene, just a whisper in between what we were and what will never be. You slipped away from me like a ghost I couldn't see. Now all that's left inside of me is how I lost you quietly. Maybe we were already gone before we knew it all along. Maybe love just slowly dies when no one tries to hold on. I would have fought for you, but you were already through, and I didn't even realize I was losing you. I lost you quietly, like a dream that didn't want to stay, fading softer every day till you finally slipped away. You're just a memory, but you still feel like everything. And the loudest pain to me is how you left so silently. No goodbye, no sound, just gone. We were almost forever, almost was everything. We were plans written in the stars. Every dream felt close, not far. You said my name like it would stay, like love was never gonna change. Late night talks and morning light, everything just felt so right. We were standing on the edge of a life we almost lived, but somewhere in between the truth and what we dreamed, we slid. We were almost forever, almost meant we had it all. We were closer than ever. Now there's nothing left to hold. We were right on the border of a love that could have been. Now I'm stuck with the echo of what almost could have been. I still see you in my mind, like a ghost I can't rewind. All the words we never said still keep spinning in my head. We were fire, we were gold, now just stories left untold. And I'm walking through the past, trying to make a moment last, but time just pulled us back from a love we couldn't catch. We were almost forever, almost meant we had it all. We were closer than ever. Now there's nothing left to hold. We were right on the border of a love that could have been. Now I'm stuck with the echo of what almost could have been. If I could go back, would I change a thing? Or were we just so beautiful? Almost everything. Maybe we were meant to fall apart this way, just to prove that love doesn't always stay. We were almost forever. Now forever's out of reach. We were lost together in a love we couldn't keep. We were right on the border, but we never crossed the line. Now forever's just a word that you left behind. But almost wasn't enough. No warning, no sign, just gone. You used to look at me like home, now your eyes feel so unknown. No No storm, no fight, no tears to cry, just silence where the truth should lie. We were steady, we were sure, or at least I thought we were. Now I'm searching for a crack in a love that faded back. No last words to explain, just a quiet kind of pain. Love stopped without a reason, no change in time or season, no moment I could trace, just you slowly slipping away. No fire left to burn, no lesson left to learn, just a heart that couldn't see how you stopped loving me. Every memory feels the same, but now they whisper your name like echoes in an empty room that fade too fast, too soon. I replay it in my mind, try to find a warning sign, but every road just leads me back to love that disappeared like that. No goodbye to hold on to, just a missing part of you. Love stopped without a reason, no change in time or season, no moment I could trace, just you slowly slipping away. No fire left to burn, no lesson left to learn, just a heart that couldn't see how you stopped loving me. Was it something I didn't say, or did your feelings drift away? Did you wake up one day and know that you were ready to let go? I would have fixed it if I knew, I would have fought to keep you, but you were already gone before I could hold on. Love stopped without a reason, left me lost and barely breathing. No moment I could blame, just a quiet kind of pain. No fire left to burn, just a heart that never learned that sometimes love can be gone without a reason. Suddenly no reason, no sound, just love breaking down. I never left, even when you did. You said forever like a vow, like nothing could break us down. I held your words like they were truth, build my whole world around you. But something changed behind your eyes, a quiet drift, a slow goodbye. You let go without a fight, while I was holding on so tight. You walked away so easily, but you still live inside of me. My heart stayed loyal, even when you didn't care. Through the silence, through the distance, I was always there. I never turned away, never needed someone new. Even when you stopped loving me, My heart stayed loyal to you. I kept your picture by my side, like you were never out of sight. Every memory felt alive while you were leaving me behind. I gave you all I had to give, every reason just to stay. But love can't force a broken truth when one heart fades away. I tried to be enough for two, but I was alone loving you. My heart stayed loyal, even when you didn't care. Through the silence, through the distance, I was always there. I never turned away, never needed someone new. Even when you stopped loving me, my heart stayed loyal. Maybe loyalty's a lonely place when the other heart can't stay. Maybe I was meant to learn love don't always work that way. But I would choose you all again, even knowing how it ends. 'Cause what I felt was real enough to stay until the end. My heart stayed loyal through every tear and every scar. Even when you let me go, I never went too far. I never changed my truth, even when you broke it in two. The hardest part of loving you was staying loyal without you. I stayed even when you were gone. It never really left. You said goodbye so quietly, but it still lives inside of me, like a whisper in the dark that keeps tearing me apart. Every word you left behind plays on loops inside my mind. I try to drown it out somehow, but I still hear it now. No matter where I go, it follows like a ghost. Your goodbye still echoes through every empty room, bouncing off the walls of everything I lost with you. I try to let you go, but it won't let me forget. Every time I breathe alone, your goodbye still echoes in my head. I hear you in the quiet nights, and broken dreams and fading lights, like a song that never ends, even after silence bends. I thought time would pull me through, erase the sound of losing you, but distance only makes it clear. Your voice is always here, it lingers in the air I breathe, a sound I can't release. Your goodbye still stay. They stay. Your goodbye